welcome to the show. I'm your host, Dom Dumais, and I'm in Bangkok. Ice Skating, Episode 17. First, before I start getting into ice skating and everything that I had to do or wanted to do to get into this podcast, I want to talk about the fact that today, for the first time, I'm actually recording the show on a video camera. So I will post this in the show notes, and I would love to know what everybody thinks. If you like it, great, tell me. If you don't like it, no problem. Tell me, I'll stop doing it. Okay, but now, on with the show. Ice skating. I can remember when I first moved to Thailand 10 years ago. It was really, I loved it, don't get me wrong. And I hadn't even thought about ice skating since probably about 2000. And that's when they had first built an ice rink near where I was living in Pennsylvania. But I didn't have ice skates back then. As a matter of fact, I hadn't been on ice skates since probably about 1989, 1990. And that was before I joined the Navy. When I was in the Navy, I never skated. I roller skated and I rollerbladed, but I never ice skated after I got out of high school. So, and I played ice hockey for 13 years, all growing up. So, and I used to skate. I loved skating for fun. It was so exhilarating. It's just a lot of fun for me. Anyway, I know people that they can't stand ice skating. They're like, no way are you ever getting me on the ice. Not me. You know, if I have an opportunity, no, I'm not. No, that's wrong. Not if I have the opportunity, because obviously I have had the opportunity, but just didn't go. But anyway, yeah, so when I moved to Thailand, I didn't even think about ice skating. And then after I'd been here for probably about 6 months, I heard that there was an ice rink somewhere. I didn't know where it was at. I hadn't actually seen it. So it was kind of interesting. I mean, I thought, wow, this is a tropical country. Ice skating? Ice hockey? Really? Where? And they told me where it was at, and I had no clue where it was at. And at the time, I couldn't really be bothered to try and find it. I probably could have, but it just wasn't a high priority for me at that point in time. And then Tracy and we moved up to Chiang Mai. I told you about that in episode 3, and you can find that at domdumas.com/3. And we'd been there for about a year or so, and I decided one day, I was like, I would just love to see what the ice rink looks like. I mean, I'd heard there's an ice rink in Chiang Mai, So I wanted to find out where it was at. Okay, where was it at? It was in the shopping center called Gatsuan Gao. Oh, we go there all the time. Where's it at? Top floor. Top floor. We've been up there a few times. Never, I mean, we looked at the bowling alley that was up there, but never anything really looked around, honestly. Nothing that really looked like a rink. So, okay, so we hop on the bike and we go to Gatsuan Gao and we go up to the top floor and we start looking around, and here's this place that's kind of closed off. I mean, you can look inside, but we never looked inside before. But you can look inside, and it's chained up, so look through the gate. And sure enough, there's an old ice rink. Now, it's dry. There's no ice in there. It's not even cold. There's some boards, and there's some benches and stuff, but there's nothing else. It's like it hadn't even been run in what looked like for ages. I'd say 5 years at least. I could be wrong, but it looked like about 5 years at least. So I kind of, okay, so there's no ice skating in Chiang Mai, no ice skating in Bangkok, whatever, no problem. Not that I had the skates to go ice skating. So, and then we ended up moving back to Bangkok, and things were great. And again, I didn't even think about ice skating or anything like that. I hadn't even thought about it. Well, obviously, I didn't think about it, hadn't thought about it. But, so we moved down to Sukhumvit, where we're living at now. And we went to have breakfast at one of our local places, a place called Bourbon Street. And if you're ever in Chiang Mai, if you're ever in Bangkok, not Chiang Mai, if you're ever in Bangkok and you kind of are missing some American food, but something a bit spicy or something like that, like Cajun food. If you like Cajun food, Bourbon Street is the place to go. They have great food. We usually go there for breakfast. They don't have much of a Cajun selection for breakfast, I guess. I don't know what Cajun breakfasts are, to be totally honest. But they do great breakfasts. And we usually go there for our holiday, like Thanksgiving dinner, for Christmas dinner, Valentine's Day dinner, or something like that. Because they usually have a great big buffet, which is really cool. So then from there, we were walking back from the restaurant, and I saw this image on the side of a building of people ice skating, and I'm like, huh? What's that? So we decided one day we'd go up there and have a look, and the name of the rink is called Sub-Zero. So of course we go up there and we take a look, we catch the elevator, top floor. Really, it's actually a really nice setup. You come out of the elevator, and right there they have the cashier. They have the counter there where you can rent skates, and you talk to the customer service and stuff. And then they have they have two small rinks, one to the right, one to the left. And you go through after you pay, you go through the turnstile, and then you can go and you can skate on these rinks. But they're kind of oddly shaped. They're slightly triangular, and I'll show you pictures of it, and you can find the pictures of it at dom.dumas.com/17. So both ice rinks are slightly triangular shaped, which is kind of weird, But I guess you make the best of the space you got, which is always cool, So, and there were some people skating, and that was pretty cool. And it kind of was like, wow, I remember skating. And I walked over, and I got a chance to go through, and they let me through, and I was looking at the ice, and the ice, it looks kind of weird. I mean, weird. It looks like ice, and it is ice. I couldn't see where they had a Zamboni or a place where they would put a Zamboni. And then to think about it, how would they get a Zamboni up on the top floor of this shopping center where there's an ice rink? I mean, I can understand having an ice rink up there, but how do you get a Zamboni up there? At least the Zambonis like I'm used to seeing, which are massive. But yeah, so I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But, what do they do? Scrape it down and hose it and level and then run squeegees over it or what? Yeah, I don't know. But, and also another weird thing is on the sides, the ice kind of curls down to the boards. Like there's a little drain area almost, like a drainage, not a drainage area, which is interesting. So, and I looked at it, it was kind of chilly, I was in my shorts and a t-shirt, but it wasn't overly cold. But it was really cool kind of seeing it. So and then I had just recently bought a pair of rollerblades. So I was like, well, I want a hockey stick and I need some tape. So I went and they actually have a small little pro shop. So I went there to have a look at things, and they have tape, but they don't have sticks and they don't have skates. Or at least they don't have skates in my size or gloves or anything like that. But I also decided I was going to talk to them about, do they have hockey leagues? Because on a board inside the rink there, they have a list of all these coaches and what their specialty is. This coach can teach you figure skating. That coach can teach you figure skating. That coach can teach you hockey playing. That coach can teach you how to skate. That coach teaches shooting. That coach teaches passing. And I was like, oh, do they have a league? So the person that was there, I asked him, I said, do you have a ice hockey league? And they said, yeah, we have a few. We have a league. The league that he played in, he said that is only Thai people. There's no foreign nationals on that team, but there is apparently a foreign league where they have foreign players and Thai players, which is okay, interesting. I don't know why they wouldn't let people in the Thai league, but okay, that's fine. Interesting, but no problem. I said, well, where do they play? And I said, well, they have two places that they play. They play at Mega Bang Na, and which is out away from any place. To get there, you need to get in a taxi, and it can take half an hour to 45 minutes just to get there. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to go and take any pictures of the rink in Mega Bang Na. But then the other rink that they play in is at Central Rama 9. And I was like, Central Rama 9? I've been there. Where? And he said, oh, it's up on the 7th floor, and it's a place called The Rink. I was like, okay, cool. So, of course, I went and I had to have a look. And they've got a proper rink. It's got like the wraparound, the curved boards. It's short. It's about half the size, but it's like a regular hockey rink. It's actually got the lines and center line, blue line, gold lines. So it's a half rink, but set up just like a regular hockey rink. And I thought that was really cool. And then come to find out, they have this really spectacular pro shop. You can buy ice skates there. They have Bauer, they have Graphs, and they have another one I don't remember the name of. You can buy hockey sticks, a wide variety of different hockey sticks. No Christian Brothers, because apparently they don't make them anymore. Or they're not owned by Christian Brothers anymore. But they have Easton's and I can't even remember all the name of the hockey sticks. But hockey sticks, goalie sticks. You can buy shin pads, breezers, gloves, elbow pads, shoulder pads, jerseys, socks. I mean, anything to do with hockey and figure skating, you could buy in this particular pro shop, which was pretty cool. I mean, it's a really nice size. And they had tape, they had practice balls, they had practice pucks, they had regular hockey pucks. You name it, they had it. So that was pretty cool. And I talked to the guys there at the pro shop for a little while. And it was like, he's like, yeah, we have, mostly we get Bowers, but we're supposed to be getting some CCMs in the future. Now, when I talked to them, this was like well over a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. They didn't, and I've come back, and if they did get CCMs in, they've sold out of them, but still, all they have is Bauer and Graphs. But that's all right. I mean, they're good skates. Don't get me wrong. I'm a CCM fanatic because that's what I grew up using. But I know people who love Bauer, and I know people who love Graphs. So it all depends on what brand you're used to. I mean, just like hockey sticks. I grew up being from Minnesota, I grew up using Christian Brothers. And from being from Roseau, and my dad being from Warroad, Christian Brothers was the stick that you had to use. And I loved them. But they're not owned by Christian, as far as I know. I could be mistaken, and if I'm mistaken, I'm sure somebody will tell me. But as far as I know, they're no longer owned by Christian Brothers anymore. I think they're owned by Easton, but I'm not sure. But anyway, they had a few graphite sticks, and they had I believe they had a few natural wood sticks. But this particular pro shop was really, it reminded me of the pro shops that I used to see back when I lived in the States and when I was playing hockey. Do you know what I mean? So the stuff that you could get there, not the pro shops that you could see in the hockey rinks, not the pro shops that are the sporting goods stores. So, like, if you go to a sporting goods store here in Thailand, you're not going to find anything that has to do with hockey or skating at all. I haven't seen it anywhere except at the pro shops in the rink. So, only in two rinks. I can't vouch for the one in the Mega Bang Na because I didn't see a pro shop there, but that doesn't mean they don't have one. But anyway, so at Central Rama 9, great hockey rink. The ice looks really nice, and it's actually kind of like proper ice rink feel to it. It's not warm. It's really kind of cool in there. So that was really a nice. I was just in there the other day, so it was like, wow, this reminded me so much of what it was like when I was a kid, walking into some of the arenas that I used to play in. Cook Memorial Arena, Columbia Arena, the Fridley Arena, the Osseo Arena, Anoka's Arena, Hudson's Hockey Arena, all of these different arenas that I've played hockey in or just skated in, it had the same feel. The rink was a bit smaller, but, it still had the same feel. They had locker rooms and everything. And they actually have like a upper deck section where people can sit and watch the hockey games, which was kind of cool, or watch the figure skating or whatever, and that was really kind of cool. And it was really, we spent a few minutes there, and it was cool seeing on one portion, on the bigger portion, they had like a free skate, and people were skating around and, practicing, and it was kind of cool seeing people, like, it looked like some of them were on the skates for the first time, or maybe their 10th time. There was a few people that they could move pretty fast, but you could see they were a bit out of control, so they had that manic look, can't stop. But that was pretty cool. It seemed like a lot of fun. And then the last rink that I'm going to talk about, well, not the last rink, before I talk about that particular rink, they used to have an ice rink at CM Discovery up on the top floor. Everything seems to be on the top floor. But they used to have an ice hockey rink, or an ice rink, an ice skating area up in CM Discovery. And that was like one of the early ones that I saw after we moved back. After I saw Sub-Zero, then I saw the one in CM Discovery. And actually, the one in CM Discovery, the ice looked really, really wet and sloppy. I was like, wow, they need to like fix their cooling system there or something. I don't know. But people seemed to be enjoying themselves skating around the rink. It had no boards, so it was kind of like if you fell off the ice, you fell off the ice. You didn't have anything to stop you. But it was kind of cool. Everybody seemed to be having fun. It was really weird, honestly, seeing people in shorts skating around this rink, this patch of ice. But you're in Thailand, you wear shorts, And then right now, CM Discovery is under renovation, so I don't know if they're going to bring the rink back there or not, but we'll see. And now the last rink I'm going to talk about is I actually got to skate at, and that's called The Rink. And that's in Central World. Sorry about that. It just totally slipped my mind. It's at Central World. And this one is actually down on, I believe it's on the second floor, or the British first floor, or however it's labeled. And it's a very skinny rink, a very short rink. But, Tracy took some pictures of me while we were there. It's called, again, it has the name The Rink, so I think it's affiliated with the one in Central Rama 9, probably because Central World, Central Rama, Central. Okay, so that would make sense why they're both called The Rink, but yeah. So, and we took some pictures, and, it's me standing there, and I was going to take some pictures, and took some pictures of the rink itself, and Tracy said, "Would you like to skate?" I was like, "What?" She said, "Well, would you like to skate?" And the first thing that ran through my head is I haven't been skating since 1989, 1990. I haven't been ice skating since 1989, 1990. Can I still skate? Holy cow. This is going to be exciting. So it's like, yeah, let's give it a go. I'll give it a go. Anyway, so I get on we go up, and I find out how much it is, and it's quite inexpensive, and I get a pair of skates. Now, the type of skates that they rent and the type of skates that I prefer to wear are two totally different things. The skates that they rent, they're a hard shell skate with the pivot point at the ankle, so it goes like this. If you look at the video, which it just pivots back and forth. There's no pivoting side to side. There's no free range of motion. Now, I totally understand if you're learning how to skate, this is probably a really good skate to learn with. Now, being a hockey player, I prefer a hockey style skate. Now, I'm sure a figure skater would prefer a figure skating style skate, but obviously they don't have that type of skate because most people don't have skates. And I guess they're all the same, so you could probably get a really good deal with bulk, but still, it was pretty cool. So I went up and found out how much it was. Like I said, it was quite cheap. Now, there was only a little bit of time left to that particular skating session, but I wasn't planning on spending 2 hours ice skating anyway. So I rent a pair of skates, and I put them in, and I clip them on, and, oh my God, I got to skate now. I've got skates on, so here we go. I give Tracy a kiss, and I walk over to the ice and step out on the ice. First thing I notice is that skates aren't the sharpest. There is a bit of an edge to them, but not much really at all. So I take off, try just a little bit, going nice and slow. And feeling the wind in my hair. I was still in my work clothes, but, so feeling my shirt kind of move with the breeze a little bit. I wasn't going very fast at first, just kind of tootling around the rink. Tracy was taking some pictures, and I was like, this feels good. So I start going a little bit faster and a little bit faster. And again, like I said, because the skates aren't very sharp, they do have a bit of an edge, but because they're not very sharp, it's really kind of scary going around a corner at speed. So I would slow down and drag a foot just so I could make the corner a little bit. But yeah, and it was amazing actually to feel myself cruising and gliding along the ice. Such a great feeling. And to be able to go faster and faster and faster, and then slow down and doing these big C's, cutting the ice, that felt really cool. And then, can I still turn around? Hell, can I still skate backwards for that matter? So I tried turning around. Yeah, no problem. Didn't fall on my ass. Can still skate backwards. Cool. Again, skates aren't that sharp, so my skates are sliding a little bit, but I can still cut my C's to go backwards, and still, it was a lot of fun. I can do turns. I can do skate backwards around turns. I can do crossover turns, going frontwards. I can do backwards. So that was really exciting, and I'm absolutely going to post pictures and videos of that experience. Tracy's already posted them on her Facebook page, but I'm going to post my videos of my skating experience in Thailand on the show notes, and you can find them, like I said before, at domdumas.com/17. But oh my God, it was so much fun, and I'm probably going to do it again. Originally, this episode was going to be about hockey, but with as much as I enjoyed the skating, I decided I'm just going to do a podcast about rinks in Thailand and skating. So it was a lot of fun skating. I'll get some pictures of Sub-Zero. I'll try to get those pictures out up for this particular podcast. But I'm not going to be able to get pictures for Megabang Na. I'm sorry. I'm not traveling that far just to get pictures for the show. At least not right now. But I do eventually plan on having a show on hockey, and who knows, maybe I'll have a guest for the show. I don't know. But yeah, all right. That's going to be all for today. I hope I haven't bored you so much with my exciting ice skating talk. What I would like you to do is, if you have any if you have any questions, you can always contact me. If you want me to talk about something, if you want to have questions about something I have talked about, you can message me, you can email me, and I have all that at the end of the podcast here. But I want you to always remember, do the things that you love because you love them. All right, thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye-bye. Please rate my show or leave a comment or make suggestions of what you would like me to talk about. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/DomDumas, on Twitter at Dom Dumas, and on Instagram, Dom_Dumas. Thanks a lot.